Welcome back to the channel, my freedom loving 2A supporting patriots. Back with the first shots and impressions video for you today on the brand new to market Walther PDP pistol. The PDP is going to stand for Performance Duty Pistol. These just came out, and as soon as I first saw the videos and stuff on them, I had to have one. I'm a Walther fanboy, got no problem admitting that. I think they make fantastic pistols. So the case here's just pretty big case. Overall, it's the nicest case I've ever gotten with any gun. And the way they designed the case is to kind of match the firearm here with your lines here and then the texture here. And we'll let you see that here as we pop it open. So here's everything you get here. Just quickly go through it. On the back side there, you get your paperwork, all that stuff. I'm sure warranty cards in there as well. Safety lock does come with the model I got. Comes with two 18-round magazines, so you can see there. You get your Walther little speed loader. I've never tried using those. I always use my Maglua instead, which is fantastic. A little baggie here with looks like an Allen wrench and a rear sight adjustment tool. And let's get to the meat and potatoes, the pistol itself. So this pistol, they are currently offering it in 3 different sizes. You can do the compact, which is going to be a 4-inch 15-round pistol. I went for the full size, which is the 4.5-inch slide with 18-round mags. And then they also offer it in a what they're calling a full-size 4-inch slide with an 18-round magazine. So there's 3 different ways you can purchase it as of right now. I would assume they would come out with a 5-inch probably at some point. So we'll go ahead and we'll lock it to the back there. Pull that out and let you guys get a good look at it. As soon as I saw this online, like I said, I instantly fell in love and had to get one right away. So a couple features on this pistol. It has what they're calling their Performance Duty Trigger. So go ahead and drop the slide there. Let you get a look at that trigger. It is, if you guys have ever had like a PPQ or anything, the Walther triggers are just amazing. It's got super short tactile reset. And it's just smooth as butter. Here's a look at my Walther PPQ M1. It is cleared as well, but the trigger on the PPQ is amazing. I've got about 4,000 rounds through this gun and absolutely love that trigger. And just from the offset here, I think this is already a better trigger, which is really saying a lot for the Walther triggers. So amazing trigger there. They call it the Performance Duty Trigger again. PDT there, as you can see on there. It's going to have sub-terrain slide serrations. So if you can see those serrations there, they got them front and back. They are beefy, nice and deep. I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to miss grabbing onto those. So I really like that. The old ones on like the PPQs weren't too bad. These are much more aggressive, and I really like those so far. It has the Performance Duty Texture, is what they're calling it, and it's a tetrahedron design, if I'm saying that right. Give you guys a little, try to close up as much as I can there. And then so you can see each one of those has a little point on the very end of it. And it is an aggressive texture. I really like that. On my PPQ and my Walther PPS M2, both of those, that was my kind of biggest complaint on them. As you can see there, so I got the rubber Talon grips on there because I couldn't ever get enough grip on it. But it was just real slick texture to it. And this is so vastly improved over that. It is amazing. So you can see there, a little different there where your fingers go. Ergonomics on this, you can kind of see the swells in it are just as good as the PPQ. And it looks like they kind of stayed with those, which is one thing I always liked about the PPQ as well, is the ergonomics on it are amazing. As you can see, it is set up, comes factory, set up for red dots. So it does come with the plate, of course, there. And then what you do once you get your pistol is you go online to Walther and you get a free plate for whatever red dot system you're wanting to run. So I'll be going for a Trigicon, RMR, slash Holosun plate for this, because I'd like to throw a Holosun on it eventually. That'll be a little ways down the road. So it does come red dot ready. As far as your sights, just kind of classic 3-dot system there. Kind of crappy plastic sights, so that kind of sucks. That'd be kind of one ding on this. But those will be getting switched out eventually when I throw a Holosun red dot on there. It is adjustable though, as you can see there. It looks like height and windage, which is cool. Using that little tool. Look at the front sight there. And they're saying these are modular guns as well. So basically you can run any slide length, so 4.5 inch on any frame. So you could run the 4.5 inch on the 15 round frame, vice versa. And like I said, I'm assuming they'll come out with a 5 inch as well. As of right now, these are only available in 9mm. Hopefully they change that as well. If they came out with 40 and 45 and then made that able to switch between frames, would be awesome for running some extra calibers that way. So that's kind of a first look at it there, you guys. I haven't even shot it around through it yet, and I am in love with this gun. One other thing I forgot to mention is it is red dot, what they're calling red dot ergonomics. So down here, as you kind of see how the grip goes, you get down to the bottom and it angles back out front. So that's so when you have a grip on it and you're getting a firm grip, you can see the pistol tip forward a little bit there, and that's to make it easier to pick up your red dot. So when I have a red dot on my P80 Glock 19 build, and when I do present with it sometimes, I find that I am aiming a little bit high with it. And so theoretically, that should help balance out that pistol a little bit lower when you get a firm grip on it, and help you be able to pick up the red dot easier once it's on there. So that's kind of my first thoughts on it here, you guys. We're going to go hit the range through with it. Probably run, I'm guessing, 100 rounds through it. Probably some 115 and 124 grain ball. And we'll come back with some final thoughts. Alright, first mag, 115 grain CCI. Okay, so I just did one shot. It's gonna get worse. Got set up about 5 yards. The first shot. Kind of fun. Improve on that. That's not the most perfect first shot ever. I don't know what it is. First bag. I think I'm in love. That's the first 18 is about 5 yards. Not bad. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Alright, there's our first 50 at roughly 5 yards. Push it out a little further, try some more. Spear 124 grain, back at 7 yards now. Here's a look at the second 50. You can see I was shooting kind of high, so I tried playing around with the sights a little bit. That's what these are down here. So shoot a little high at, I'm guessing 7 or 8. They don't have official markers here. So we'll go ahead and load up 50 more and try it again. Say hi, Bobs.
Hello, howdy, hi.
There's the third 50. So that was my group in there. I started pulling it left again like I always do, which is annoying. And then that's Pop's, that was his first 14 rounds with it. It's a pretty good grouping out of him. Alright, so we're back from the range, you guys. And I have to say, I absolutely fell in love with it. Ran 150 rounds through it, 100 115 grain ball and 50 124 grain ball. Ran everything flawless, which is what I was expecting. Some of the stats I forgot to give to you guys. I was so excited to get to the range. I forgot to give before. It's going to have a height of 5 and 11/16 inches, a length of 7 3/4 inches, and a weight of 25 ounces empty with the mag in. So kind of let you compare them here with the Walther PPQ. Get them lined up there. You see a little bit longer, of course, being a longer barrel, being the full size. And then stacked up on top of one another. Get a look there. So it is a little longer than the PPQ, of course, but you could get in 3 more rounds in there, which is awesome on the full size. The slide is quite a bit beefier than the PPQ. As you can see there, she is a thick girl. So there is no, the holster compatibility between the two guns is not going to work. If you do have a PPQ M2, which this is not, magazine compatibility, you're going to be good to go on. The PDP will take the M2 magazines, but will not take the M1 magazines. And that, of course, is because of the European style release on it. So a little bit of a different trigger, or magazine for that. So holster compatibility, right now you can hop on Walther, and they got a full list of companies that are currently making holsters for this pistol already, which is a big help. Anytime you got a new pistol to the market, it is hard to find a holster for it. So they got a full list of those there. As far as what I loved about it, you guys, it'd be the ergos on the Walther are amazing. The trigger is amazing. And, you know, they definitely carried that on from the PPQ. Your slide lock there, slide release, whatever you want to call it, is ambi. So you can drop that from either side. You can flip the mag release to make it left-handed as well. I really like the placement of it, and I don't have to break my grip at all when I'm shooting in order to press that mag release. So that's really nice, the way they designed and put that in there. And overall, I just love it. The only thing downside of it, from my experience, was that the sights. And I knew I wasn't going to like the sights out of the box. Sure enough, it's nice that they're adjustable for windage and elevation. But, man, I'm just used to having HDs on my guns like this one here with the blacked out rear and a bright front post. I don't have the best eyesight by any means, and my prescription is rather old on my glasses. So it's just a lot easier for me to pick up the bright front sights. But, yeah, grip texture way better. Huge improvement over the PPQ and the PPSM2. I mean, you lock it in there, she's not going anywhere. So I think that's all I got for this, you guys. Just kind of, like I said, a first look and impressions video. I'll eventually get to a full review on this. It'll probably be quite a ways down the road with the cost of ammo right now. Can't go out and be blowing hundreds of rounds at a time, unfortunately. But if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out and ask. I'll help answer them best I can. Otherwise, consider like, sharing, and subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. And thanks for watching, you guys, as always. I appreciate you, and God bless.